Jonathan Rea then still leads the way, 1 minute 33.668, and that was with his second stint, and he's going to get a third go to try and defend it. He is only less than a tenth of a second ahead at the moment of Alex Lowes, but Jonathan Rea, who was off the front row of the grid in Phillip Island, off the front row of the grid again in Indonesia, had a run of 13 consecutive front row starts until those two disappointing results. And first time, actually, he's been off the front row of the grid in back-to-back rounds since 2019, so he is keen to put that right. Bradley Ray, among the riders who are rather in sync, crossing the line there to go P11. That's a great result as far as he's concerned.
Great effort from Bradley Ray. You can see a big slide through the right-handers, though, but let's keep an eye on Alvaro Bautista now. He's very fast in the second half of this lap, up by 0.2 of a second on Jonathan Rea's time now as we come into that final sector.
Alvaro Bautista with 2 front row starts in 2 rounds in 2023. He could only qualify P5 here last season. He goes provisional pole in 2023. Bautista, with 2 minutes still on the clock, leads the way on the number 1. The 1 minute 33.542 that he's just set is now the time to beat. Jonathan Rea completing his installation lap, relegated to second. Alex Lowes pushed down to third. Axel Bassani goes up to P4. That's good news as far as he is concerned. So often inconsistent in terms of Superpole performances. Danilo Petrucci also making a leap up onto the second row of the grid, and he's come from well down the field, so that's good news for him. He's now relegated to P7 by Dominic Egerter. Egerter's just crossed the line with a 1 minute 34.085, so he goes between Locatelli and Petrucci. Andrea Locatelli then in 5th position. Toprak Razgatlioglu down in 11th place, but he is getting underway with his second big flying lap, and he is up after 2 completed sectors. So Razgatlioglu certainly a man to watch here. We'll just see Xavi Vierque cross the line because he's got an opportunity to improve from P14. Alex Lowes in his second stint unable to improve, only a fraction behind what he set before, but still the best part of 0.2 of a second away from Alvaro Bautista. Jonathan Rea in his third stint is up after 2 sectors, so too is Alvaro Bautista. Crucial lap this for Alvaro Toprak Razgatlioglu, our pole sitter at the opening 2 rounds of this 2023 campaign. He can't go provisional pole here in Assen. He will get one more lap out of it. It was good enough though to move up into P2. It's Bautista from Razgatlioglu and Rea. Both Bautista and Rea set to improve on their final efforts here. Bautista will cross the line. He's not able to improve. He loses ground in the final sector. What then about Jonathan Rea? Just making his way now through the gear timber curve. The chicane now at the end of the lap for Jonathan Rea will cross the line. 30 seconds to go, so he will get one more lap in. It's good enough to push Toprak Razgatlioglu down to P3. A new personal best from Rea in his third stint. 1 minute 33.569. Just a tenth of a second covering your lead trio. Little more than that between Bautista, Rea and Razgatlioglu, WorldSBK's 3 heavyweights.
Good effort from Agador to move on to the third row of the grid at the end of the session as well. Scott Redding, though, in the BMW, put in a very good lap to go up onto the second row of the grid, and it looks like he's going to have that edge over the rest of the BMWs in this session. Loris Baz towed behind his teammate Garrett Gerloff for his fastest lap. He's up there in 13th spot, so not bad considering he's still recovering from those injuries.
Top Yamahas, the checkered flag falls, is Toprak Razgatlioglu. Andrea Locatelli with an opportunity to try and get up onto the front row of the grid. We see him off the final turn. They have to be oh so careful not to touch the green paint there. Locatelli loses ground in the final sector and remains in P6. The only man improving as things stand is Alvaro Bautista, and he is already your leader in this session. Razgatlioglu's a second down. He won't improve. He'll remain P3. Alex Lowes has already seen the checkered flag, as have Scott Redding, and we saw Andrea Locatelli take the flag as well.
Keep an eye on Jonathan Rea, though. Rea's got a bit of traffic in front of him. He's given up time in that third sector. He's just come through it, so it looks like we're not going to see anyone else make that improvement.
Well, Alvaro Bautista through the final sector loses another tenth of a second or so, so he's 2.5 tenths of a second down on what he had been able to do for the provisional pole, and I think he's going to be able to hold on to it. Rea with one final effort here coming off the final turn. His 3 stint strategy, a little bit unorthodox in this Superpole session, but it was good enough for him to move above Alex Lowes, and had he not done the 3 stints, that second stint was enough to move him in front of Lowes, and of course he's come out again and gets the better of Razgatlioglu as well, so that looked to have worked pretty handily as far as Jonathan Rea was concerned.
Yeah, it's worked well for Toprak as well, considering where he was yesterday. To get himself up onto the front row of the grid means that you're in a position to attack during the course of the races. Only 10th of a second off the pace of Bautista as well.